Attention! Have you ever stopped to think that one day you will have to give an account to God for how you used what He gave you? Whether it's time, talents, resources, or opportunities, nothing came to you by accident. In this video, we will dive deep into the parable of the talents, one of the most powerful lessons from Jesus about responsibility, faithfulness, and the true meaning of the kingdom of God. If this topic is important to you, leave a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future content. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell to be alerted when new videos are posted. Let's go on this journey together. Have you ever felt like God gave you less than others? Less money, fewer opportunities, fewer talents? The parable of the talents in Matthew chapter 25 verses 14 to 30 shows that God does not demand what He did not give us, but He does require faithfulness with what we have received. The kingdom of heaven can be illustrated by the story of a man about to go on a long trip. He called together his servants and entrusted his money to them, dividing it according to their abilities. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to the last one. Then he left on his trip. The servant who received 5 talents immediately went to work and earned 5 more. The servant who received 2 talents did the same and earned 2 more. But the servant who received 1 talent dug a hole in the ground and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master returned and asked for an account. The servant who had received 5 talents came with 5 more. "Master, you gave me 5 talents, and I have earned 5 more." The master said, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a small amount, so now I will give you much more. Come and share in my joy." The servant who had received 2 talents also came and said, "Master, you gave me 2 talents, and I have earned 2 more." The master said, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a small amount, so now I will give you much more. Come and share in my joy." Finally, the servant who had received 1 talent came and said, "Master, I knew you were a harsh man, harvesting where you didn't plant and gathering where you didn't scatter seed. I was afraid, so I hid your talent in the ground. Here, take what is yours." But the master replied, "You wicked and lazy servant. If you knew I harvest where I didn't plant, why didn't you at least put my money in the bank so I could have earned interest? Take the talent from him and give it to the one who has 10. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and they will have an abundance. But from the one who does nothing, even what they have will be taken away. Now throw this useless servant into outer darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth." What happened in the story? A wealthy man leaves his property with 3 servants. 5 talents, an enormous amount, to the first. 2 talents to the second. 1 talent to the third. When the master returns, the first 2 doubled what they received and were praised. The third hid his talent and was called wicked and lazy. But what does this mean today? God does not compare your talents to others. He doesn't demand from you what He demands from your brother, your pastor, or a famous gospel singer. He just wants you to put to work what you already have. The worst sin is not failing, but not even trying. The condemned servant didn't lose the money. He just did nothing with it. Many today bury their gifts because of fear. What if I fail? Envy. Why does He have more? Laziness. Let God do it. The kingdom of God is practical. Jesus didn't end the parable just talking about money. He connected it to a shocking truth. "For I was hungry, and you fed me. Whatever you did for one of the least of these, you did for me." Matthew 25, 35, 40. In other words, your talent isn't just your musical gift or your salary. It's everything God has placed in your hands to bless others. The biggest mistake of the church today. Many sing "Use Me," but only if it's on stage. Many pray for prosperity, but don't share their bread. Many argue about politics, but ignore the poor at the church door. God doesn't want your money in the offering if you ignore the hungry. God doesn't want your praise and worship if you despise the naked. What should you do then? Discover your talents, skills, time, and resources. Stop comparing. God didn't give you less. He gave you what you can manage. Take action today. Help someone, invest in the kingdom. Don't wait for the perfect calling. So are you the faithful servant or the one who buried the talent? This parable isn't just about the end times. It's about today. God is giving you a chance to change your story, to step out of your comfort zone and do something great with what He has already given you. Don't put it off until tomorrow. If you feel you need to act differently, comment below. I will change. If this video impacted you, share it with someone who needs to wake up to this truth. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, because every week there's new content to help you grow in faith. God doesn't just want your worship in church. He wants your obedience in practice. Let's make a difference together.